Right, hello, hang on a minute. I just got to go and feed the cat. I forgot about the cat. I better feed the cat or otherwise it's going to start meowing. It's going to drive me insane with her meowing. And I've got to take my trash out. Oh, Jesus, it's freaking cold in here again. Right, so hello, Butterkisses, Jane, whoever else is watching. Hello, good evening. Did a stream last night, thought I'd do another one today. Read the comment, description below. Michael, as in Michael Paranormal, is trying to get the money together to buy an Orcam, Orcam. What it does, it helps him to read a lot better. He's got autism and he can't really read a lot properly. He has a difficulty reading and writing, and his partner has put up a GoFundMe for trying to help him to get what he needs. It's quite expensive, apparently, like £3,600. Now, Michael is a great guy. He will help anyone. He's helped me out a couple of times. I've kind of like opened up the start of it. I can't afford much myself, to be honest with you. I'd love to help the guy out as best I can, but my funding is really shit myself. But I stuck a £5 up on his GoFundMe, and hopefully that'll start the ball rolling kind of thing. So I will try to help people out if I can and when I can. In the past, I've helped homeless people, not actually giving them money, but, buying them something to eat and drink. So I do try to do my part as well. I did send you a link on Facebook, Rose, but it seems like either your Facebook's down or you've blocked me on Facebook. I don't know. But yeah, the link is below. So, every little penny or pound counts. For some reason it did not go onto and let me just edit that in the description, because some reason it's did not type out for some reason some of the description. All right, so save that. Just copied a bit of the title actually. I don't know if he knows that I'm streaming at the moment. I think YouTube's been a bit funny again at the moment, because I did try to do a live stream just now actually. As soon as I put the GoFundMe link in, it would not let me live stream. So I took the link out, ended the last one, which was only like, didn't even start, to be honest with you. It just said like there's a problem streaming, and I thought, hang on, what's going on here? And I set up a new one, and I didn't put the GoFundMe link in, and suddenly it started working. So maybe YouTube don't like GoFundMe things in, all that kind of crap. Michael's here. Hello, Michael. How's it going, mate? Hope you get the money that you need. I would give you more, but I'm so broke at the moment. I mean, I'm paying more on my electricity costs because it's so fucking cold in here. if I weren't paying so much on my electric cost, I'd give you a bit more cash out of my own pocket, mate. But at least I've got the ball running a little bit, you know. Hopefully people will see it and help you out a little bit. I'll put it on my Facebook as well. So, you know, Michael is a great guy. He does have, you know, a little bit of problem trying to get the money. You know, as I say, he's helped me out. I know he's helped other people out. He's donated to other people's channels in the past. So, you know, it'd be nice for some of those people, as well as me, to try and give back a little bit more, you know, to him as well. What I might try to do is, once I get time to sort this crap out in his house, I'm going to put like a little box together and see if I can get it on eBay and give him the whatever I make on it into his GoFundMe account. So that'd be like a little bit more of a help. Probably put a doll, you know, a couple of DVDs, you know, one of my mystery boxes. Not sold nothing on eBay for quite a while, actually, to be honest with you. Not much anyway. And what I do sell, you know, it's helped me to pay my bills. But I'm going to try to put one together, a special one, and put it on eBay. And what proceeds I get from that, I'll stick on to Michael's GoFundMe. So when that'll be, I don't know, because like this week I'm going to be a bit tied up doing other stuff, you know. I've got to make an appointment for me diabetic eye screening. I've got to make an appointment with the doctors. I've also got to try and go down to the hospital and find out what's going on with my arm as well. So, and, you know, I need to try to sort this room out a little bit. So, you know, I'll see how it goes. I don't know. I think Michael's got PayPal, but you'll have to send him a message on Facebook, unless he wants to put his PayPal on here. You know, he's admin, well, he's moderator. So, you know, if he's got a PayPal link, he can put the PayPal link on here. Every little bit helps, you know, as I say, you know. I don't know when he started it. I only got the message about half an hour ago, actually, so I don't think it's that old. But I've started it off. You know, still got a long way to go. £3,595 out of £3,600. If I was like rolling the money, you know, and I had a lot of money, I'd probably, you know, buy the damn thing for him. But I just don't have the money, to be honest with you. My funding is really, really low at the moment. But there's his GoFundMe if you want to check it. Hello, bottom meat of money. How are you? So anyone who's kind of like supported me in the past, you know, if you want to, you know, help someone else out, you know, he has got autism. So, you know, and it's not knowing autism, to be honest with you. Facebook's down. Not for me, it ain't. I'm getting messages now. I can actually post messages. I know yesterday I did say, like, you know, Facebook was being a bit of an arse for me. I still keep getting like, well, not hundreds, but loads of people like trying to like get me to add them on as a friend on Facebook. I had another 2 today, I think it was 2 or 3, and I just ain't bothering with it. You know, why should I accept friend requests when no one's fucking talking to me on Facebook apart from a couple of people? No, I think yours. I can read your last message, Rose, but the thing is, like, when I try to send you a message, your profile picture isn't there. So I don't know if your Facebook's gone down or if you closed it down or just Facebook's had a problem. So I don't know. I did get a notification on my phone today regarding there might be a new law out regarding streaming, you know, like downloading streams. When, I don't know, it's going to be, but apparently, I can't even remember what document. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it on my phone. But all the internet providers, such as PlusNet, TalkTalk, EE, Virgin, BT are now going to put a block on people downloading video content, especially from YouTube. And I thought, hang on, I can't fucking do that. What happens if, like, we have an issue with our own, like, YouTube channel and we want to download our own videos? Does that mean we can't download our own videos? But yeah, apparently all the big internet providers are going to be putting block on us for downloading video content. Because there are sites out there, like, tolerant sites where they, download movies and games, applications, software, and that kind of stuff. They're trying to put a stop on that still. They have been trying to put a stop on that for years and years, actually. About 8 years ago, maybe a little bit more, I actually had a website where I was linking up, to movies and videos and downloads and applications and stuff like that. I didn't have to personally have it myself. I just like sharing a link out, and I had that channel up for probably about a year. But it was costing me money, on the old internet provider on the web page, so I closed it down. No one was helping me to support it. And as you know, I've still got my main website up, southwestcoast-uk.co.uk, and that's still costing me money each year. That's costing me quite a lot, actually. It's nearly costing me about £50 a year. So I've got to try to keep saving up and putting my money into my website account. So when they actually send me the bill, the money is there already, and they can just take it, kind of thing. Because you can, when you buy a website hosting, you can actually add money onto your account, so it's there for when it needs to be kind of like charged for, kind of thing. So if you don't see my website, you should have seen my website. I've not done a lot on there over, for a while, actually. But there's still content up there. And just now, I was looking at Facebook here, and Rose sent me a link regarding I always thought it was Elisha Lamb, but apparently it's Elijah Lamb. But I still call her Elisha Lamb. I don't know why, but it's Elisha Lamb. And I was doing quite like a little video check on Elisha Lamb a little while earlier tonight. Yeah, seeing if there's any more video content. Then I went on the Facebook, and I done Elisha Lamb on Facebook search, and I didn't realise that there was a link to a SoundCloud clip. And I thought, let's go and listen to the EVP of the SoundCloud. And it's my own fucking SoundCloud account. I thought, okay, I've still got an account on SoundCloud, but you can only listen to so many of my sound clips because I was using the free trial, and it's hidden like about a couple of dozen audio files. And the only way I can share those other audio files is to update to the pro version, which is like $7.99, English money, to share those 24 audio clips, which I'm not going to bother. So, I didn't realise I still had that actually up and running, to be honest with you. But there is actual Elisha Lamb audio clips there you can still listen to. I did post it on my Facebook a little while ago as well, one of the Elisha Lamb EVPs. I just don't know why sometimes I can't find the post that I posted. It's really weird. Unless someone comments on it. Here we go.
Starting now. Go.
All right, hold on. So if you want to listen to some of the EVPs that we did, which was not broadcast on here, you can check out my SoundCloud account, because there is Elisha Lamb, there's Sandra Bland, Elizabeth Short, and a few other ones which I posted. I don't know if any of you actually got to hear them, but they're there anyway. You will need headphones, and you will need to turn the volume right up to hear any of the responses. So, yeah. I was like, oh, I still got SoundCloud up there. I didn't know I had that. I thought I had a different one on there, actually, because I had my dad's EVP up there, but I can't find that one. So unless it got deleted or on another account, I don't know. But that one is the one where we done some of the murder mysteries, unsolved cases. Probably doing like, the EVP on the actual stream itself, but I probably like recorded it on a normal audio recorder and then uploaded it to SoundCloud and not informed you guys that it was up there. I might have informed you, I don't know, I can't remember. Because you're talking about 2014, 2015. Same around about that year.
Starting now, go.
When was it? I don't need to say what year it was. I know Bill Perry, Punking the Paranormal, has got some related tracks to Elijah Lamb. If you go to that link, you'll see on the right hand side 2 audio clips from Perry. Again, like 4 years ago, it says 4 years. So when was that? 2017. 2016, 2017, something like that. Well, you're all doing well. I didn't go out today. I was meant to be going out to do some shopping today, but I didn't go out because it had been snow all bloody night, and there's a blanket of snow on the floor. When I looked out the window, I thought, well, it snowed last night when I went out to get some dinner, and it was bloody cold then. And when I looked out the window, and I thought, well, it's going to be even more cold. It's going to be more icy and slippery. I'm not going to go out and end up sliding on my backside or probably like knocking my head on the ground and, doing some kind of damage to myself. So I didn't bother going out. So I did not bother going out. But it's bloody cold. It's bloody cold. Did you know, right, there was another thing that I read on my mobile phone that a group of people made not long ago, actually, a couple of months, something like that. A couple of brothers arranged a massive snowball fight, and because of the COVID situation, the police were called, and hundreds of people got arrested, and many got fined for being out snow fighting because of the possibility of like passing on the COVID. So I thought, well, you can't even do nothing nowadays, because this shit, kind of happening. So it's kind of annoying that you can't get out and do things. It's snowing now. I can see it snowing right now, actually. And my patio ground, the floor is covered in snow. It is covered in snow. I don't know if I can get... it's February. And look. The whole ground is covered in snow, and you can see it's still snowing outside. I knew we was going to have a little bit of a cold possible beginning of the year, but I didn't realise it's going to be this bloody cold. And I thought snow usually falls in November, December. Why is it that it now snows in January, February time? Hello, Angela. So, a bit kind of weird that, we get snow in January, February time. And there's me thinking of like shaving my hair again, within the next couple of days, but fuck am I? I'm going to like say no. You know, I'm going to keep my hair as it is and keep my head warm, because I know sometimes when I shave my head to save the money from going to the barbers, I'm saving like £15 just to, going to the barbers actually all the time. But and with the money I do save, it goes on extra food and electricity and stuff like that. So I had to kind of like budget my money still. Very, very hard to do. But yeah, I normally shave my hair myself, go in the bathroom, get the old extension cable out, and it is hard trying to cut your own hair though, because you got to have a mirror as well, and you got to try to like get the mirror at the back of your head and try to like add the mirror in front, so you can like kind of bend over and see if there's any like bits you missed out. And usually around the back of my neck, I do miss the bottom bit. So, I have to keep feeling around the back of my bonds with my hand and keep shaving my head all the time. I've got, as you can see, I've got the grey bits around the edges. I've got the old grey beard. This is what I don't understand though, my tash is always like, kind of okay. It's kind of like, the same colour as my hair. But why am I always getting like a white beard all the time, I'm thinking, fuck me, it's making me feel a lot older than I am. And when I do shave, I've not shaved this tash off for several months, but when I have a complete, like, shave my head and everything, and shave my beard, it does make me look a bit younger. I'm thinking, I don't look that old, I'm only 40. No, hang on, what am I? I'm 50, 1963, 56, I think. No, hang on. 1963. Work that out. 1963 I was born. Go and make a snow angel. You can't, you're not allowed to. Even a couple, right, had their kids outside making a snowman. The police pulled up and said you can't do that. You can't be doing that, otherwise we can arrest you. The police have got more laws right now because they're afraid that, when they're actually making a snowman, people walking past, their front garden may somehow get the COVID. It's all been in the papers and shit like that, where people can't do anything now. No, I think the Queen has put 1,000 new laws. I had another message today saying about the Queen adding another 1,000 laws to the UK. What they were, I don't know. No, I just like, if you're wearing gloves, what you could do, right, is pee on it before they stop you and before they see you, and then like you could like, if you've got gloves on, scoop it up and just say, I'm making an orange snow cone. Would you like some? Grab some ice cream cones, take them out with you, just be on the safe side. And if the old bill stops and see you like crashing down, pull your pants up quick and say, oh, I just had some snow cones. Would you like one of us? They quickly like snow cone. No, the police don't deserve that. You shouldn't do that anyway. They don't deserve that. The police are trying to be helpful. I think some of the police think some of the laws nowadays are just fucking like ridiculous, to be honest with you. They don't like it. They don't like this shit what's going on. Yeah, it's definitely snowing out there. It is belting down the snow right now. I was supposed to go out tomorrow because I didn't go out today. No, I'm on my last jar of coffee. I'll tell you, if an apocalypse suddenly started happening right now, that coffee would last me until it'd be safe to go out and, kind of like bypass any, infected zombies or something, If an apocalypse suddenly happened right now, right, I wouldn't go out. I'd have to stay and I'd have to reinforce the doors. You know, my patio windows, I'd have to like, well, how I would enforce them, I don't know. Because if like upstairs became a zombie and she jumped out the window and she knew that I was there, and she'd go and smash through the bloody patio doors, didn't she? So I'd have to like somehow board that up, and I'd have to stay inside for days, even weeks, before I could even go out. And I don't think I could even survive a couple of weeks because I just don't have the food inside the house. You know, I have enough food sometimes for a week, and that's it. Then when I run out of food, I have to go out. Now, you know, you could probably ration yourself, you know, cut down, but I've already rationed. I'll be honest with you, I have 1 meal a day, 1 meal. Sometimes I'll have like a packet of biscuits or a quarter packet of biscuits, either before or after the meal, or I'll have a packet of crisps or something. You know, I do treat myself sometimes, you know, like to a kebab or, you know, a Chinese once a month. And if I have a Chinese, like, you know, I'll have special fried rice, prawn crackers, and barbecue spare ribs. I had that last night, but what I normally do, I kind of like split that and have one half today and one half tomorrow. Now I had that last night, so I ate what I could yesterday. Then I had like still half a bag, well, half a portion, half a tray of like special fried rice, and I still got prawn crackers in the microwave. So the day, I just ate the rest of the Chinese special fried rice. So I ate all the barbecue ribs yesterday. So I had the rest of the rice today for my dinner, but I still got the prawn crackers, which I could have ate, but I didn't. You know, I had a couple of bags of crisps, and that's it. That's all I've had today. It's not even a proper meal, and that's how I have to survive day in and day out. No, like I now go to Lidl's and I buy those like little takeaway kind of like meals. Let me just go and get one, and I'll show you what I buy now. If I can get up. These are freaking cold. If my freezer suddenly packed up, I won't worry about it. I'll just fucking stick them in the snow. I can't get this back in the bloody thingy, jig. Well, I can't get it back in. So what I've been buying is these like little takeaway things, like sweet and sour chicken with rice, and I buy chicken tikka, and then there's another chicken rice one that I buy. These are around about £1.50, I think, something like that each. That's what I eat when I can't afford to go out and buy a proper meal. And I have one of those per day, or one of those, or one of the other ones. That's all I can afford. I don't have money like some people have. I also buy like ham and cheese. And I used to buy bread, but I can't. Well, it's not that I can't. I won't buy bread anymore because I never eat all the bread. And I don't like eating bread after the expiry date. Hello, Jamie. How's it going, bro? So yeah, like that's all what I tend to eat: ham and cheese and crisps. Those are like Indian takeaways, and that's it. Once a month, I might treat myself to a kebab because, like, you know, I'll buy a large kebab, which is £7.50. That filled me up for 2 days. You know, I won't eat the next day. Or if I have a Chinese, that lasts me 2 days. You know, a Chinese meal. And if I can't afford a kebab or a Chinese, then I'll go up the road and buy 2 pieces of chicken and chips with a can of drink for £3.49. If I got the little extra, I'll buy like a portion of wings with it as well. And then I'll come home, eat the chicken and chips. A portion of wings I'll leave until later in the evening. If I get hungry, I'll just eat those. If not, I'll leave until tomorrow, the next day. Then I'll just eat those. And then like if I still get hungry the next day after eating the chicken wings, then if I've got any crisp, I'll eat some crisp, or I'll have a bit of ham and cheese. Hello, Dave. I would have done this stream through what's the name, StreamYard, but I keep forgetting about it. I think it's more easier for me to do it this way, to be honest with you. Although I'm still paying for my bloody StreamYard account. So what's the weather like up there, Dave? Is it snowing like it is down here? It is like, I showed on the camera. My whole balcony is filled with snow. No, it's probably about that deep outside. You can easily make a nice little footprint in there. Not that I'm going to go out and do it. Where's your Twitter? I've got a Twitter. Can't remember what one it is though. Share. Home. Tweet. I forgot to actually tweet it, actually, funny enough. There's my Twitter account. I don't really post much on there. All what I do is when I do a live stream, I just share it on Twitter and that's it. Whether it be a live stream on here or my gaming channel or my bushcraft or magnet fishing channel, my outdoors adventure channel, that's the only time I really post anything on there. Hello, Donna. All right, no worries. I couldn't give you any more because I am totally broke. But, it helped me out in the past. I would help out more if I could. The only way I could do it is by put you as moderator. The only way I could do it is like, by helping out, like sharing it out on my Facebook, and hopefully someone might be generous enough to help you out. You could always look on Facebook Marketplace and see if anyone's got like anything similar to it, either going cheap or free. And that's what I keep getting told. So like when I want to buy a new computer, they say, well, look on Facebook. Someone might have an old gaming system. The thing is, secondhand stuff don't last long. You can't guarantee that a secondhand item is going to last you longer than a new one would, kind of thing. So I don't like buying secondhand stuff. So, I just can't do much at the moment. I did say, like, just now, actually. Oh, you actually got another donation on there. I just looked and that's come up. So you got 2 donators on there now. Thank you to the other person who's put something in. What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say then. I can't see my screen because I closed my screen off. Hold on a minute. Oh, right. No, there's a Lynn. Someone called Lynn. Yeah, Lynn. Your name ain't Lynn, is it? What was I talking about? Yeah, like, I don't like buying secondhand stuff. I don't even like using secondhand stuff. Like, if someone come up to me with a bag of secondhand clothes, I wouldn't want to wear them. I just can't wear secondhand clothes. I've only wore one secondhand item, and that's last year when I was at the car boot fair. I didn't have enough like layers on me, and it's very cold in the morning, and I was shivering like hell. So I went to the store, and most of the stores in the car boot was like selling women's clothes. But I come across one store, and he had like a fleece jumper, and he wanted £5 for it. and I bought it just to wear it because it's so fucking cold, you know. So that's the only one item I've ever bought secondhand, and it looked okay. You know, it didn't smell. You know, it didn't look dirty or anything. So that's the only time I've only bought something secondhand. I won't buy secondhand shoes. I won't buy secondhand clothes. Secondhand technology. Sometimes I might have bought some, but not regular. I'd rather buy something brand new. At least you've got the warranty, guarantee, and a receipt. And if it fucks up within a couple of weeks, couple of months, you can send it back. You know, I won't buy a secondhand computer because the thing being that you just don't know how long that computer can last for. Some people say that they bought computers in the past and, like, you know, they've lasted a lot longer than the original one has. Sometimes they can do. Depends on the, you know, technology. I think some of the older technology lasts longer than the new technology has come out now. To be honest, yeah, you know, I'm lucky enough that I've not had to buy a new TV. I've had this TV about 2-3 years, I think. A second-hand shave. I don't need a second-hand shave. Mine's a first-hand because I do it myself. Second-hand is going to the barbers, you know, because like they use two. Well, everyone uses two hands, but I don't go to the barbers now. I try to do my own hair. Second-hand toilet roll. Well, how do I know that, you know, Rose didn't wipe her ass or something when she sent the toilet roll down to me? How do I know that Grumpy Bollocks hasn't wiped his invisible spiritual ass on the toilet roll himself? Now, I'm not going to sit here and start sniffing it like some people would. There's actually been stories that I've seen where people have sold, like, you know, dirty underwear, you know, women sending dirty underwear, and people actually go and buying it and, you know, saying that they've bought it off eBay and doing live streams of smelling it. Oh my God, sickening, man. Ugh, disgusting. Yeah, I wouldn't buy second-hand pants, no way. Oh, it stopped snowing outside now. No, hang on. There's still a few little flakes falling down from the sky. I'm just wondering what it's going to be like tomorrow. I was supposed to have gone out today, but because it's snow on the ground and you can see the snow still coming down and it looks very cold outside, I thought, now I stayed in bed most of the day, sleeping. Didn't get up till about 4 o'clock. Mind you, I didn't go to bed till about 5. So I was still watching, like, you know, these crime videos on Netflix. I was going to watch Bundy tonight. Yeah, Ted Bundy. There's a Netflix series on him, but it's like about 4 series, and I think it's like 45 minutes each long. So I might start watching those. I don't know. No, I don't have Instagram. I just have Twitter and Facebook, my website, and crappy YouTube. I think I did try Instagram at one time, and I think I tried LinkedIn, but I didn't like them, so I closed the accounts down. But I won't have a second-hand chair. Oh, I've got that rocking chair I got from that haunted house across the road because I wanted one. And then later I've come across another rocking chair, which I paid for, being, no, actually, hang on. I think the other one come from my stepmom, actually. I can't even remember where my second one came from. I've got 3 rocking chairs, I think. Yeah, I've got 3 2 proper rocking chairs and one kind of like a chair that you can, like, rock around and, you know, swivel around. It's like a kind of like a recliner kind of chair in one way, but it doesn't recline like a recliner. can't remember where I got the other rocking chair from. But the first one that I found was across the road in that haunted house, which me and Aaron did. Well, it wasn't that one, it's the one next door to it. I went over there because I just wanted to be nosy, because I'm sure I saw, like, you know, someone living there when they weren't supposed to be there. And, you know, the gates were open and everything like that. Not if anyone stopped me, I would have just said, "Oh, I'm just saying if I can get permission, you know, to see if I can milk detect there or something, you know." But I walked there, knocked on the front door, no one answered, so I thought I'll go around the back. I went around the back, and the glass had been kicked out of the actual back door. The windows were open, mess everywhere. So I went in and I called out if anyone was there, and no one was there. So I came out and left it for a few days, went back around the back garden. All the windows were still open, lights were on. And I thought, well, if this is like, you know, a derelict building, there shouldn't be no electricity. So I thought, you know, what I'd do is I'd do the, you know, a decent thing, and I'd go around and turn the lights off, because most of the lights were turned on upstairs. The living room light looked like it was on. So I went in, and first of all, I called out, you know, if anyone was in there, and I couldn't hear no response. And before I went upstairs, I looked in the living room, and there's that rocking chair. I thought, fucking hell, I want one of those. So I called out, got no response. So I thought, you know what, fucking, I'm going to drag this to the front door, you know, to the back door, and put it in the garden. Because I knew it's derelict, you know, furniture was all smashed up, you know, graffiti on the walls, you know, it stunk in there. So I knew that, you know, there weren't really supposed to be anyone in there. But I did get to find out a homeless guy was living there. You know, he was working, but he was dossing there, you know, illegally. But that day when I found the rocking chair, I pulled it to the back, which was a kitchen, put it in the garden. I went upstairs, and I was going to each room, you know, the bathroom. It had like 3 bedrooms, and all the lights were on. So I turned the light off one by one. And as I got into the main bigger bedroom, there was a bed there and a mattress, and he had like blood stains on it, you know, red staining. I thought, my God, I wonder if that's blood. Well, fuck this, I'm getting out of here. So I just fucking went downstairs, out the kitchen, and like, I felt a bit guilty taking like the rocking chair. And I thought, well, what I'll do, I'll leave it to the side of the building, you know, pathway. I'll leave it there and come back for it tomorrow. And I went home, because I left it outside, and I thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go back. Wait till, like, you know, it got dark. Went back and grabbed it and brought it home. And it was like a few months later when I found out that they was going to knock the place down anyway. And anything and everything that was inside, it was going to be burnt, because they had the contractors there knocking the buildings down. Now, there were 2 like outside lanterns on the building next to it, which was also derelict. It was like 2 little cottages in one way, I think, but they weren't proper cottages. Like they both had, like, you know, the ground floor and upstairs. And I did look in there, and that was also like, you know, there weren't much furniture in there. There was like a bit of stuff in there, like a settee, a chair. Thing is, though, everything in the kitchen was brand new. It looked brand new. The kitchen sink looked immaculate. You had a fridge freezer in there, immaculate. The cooker in there, immaculate. The microwave in there, immaculate. The kitchen looked immaculate, apart from the rest of the house. You know, even the one where I got the rocking chair from, brand new kitchen stuff in there. And I thought, well, what the fuck's going to happen to that lot if they, you know, decide to rip it down? Well, I don't know, but not the one for where I got the rocking chair, but the next door to it, he had 2 lanterns outside. And when I saw that there was contractors there knocking them down, I asked the manager if he could save them for me. He goes, yeah, like, you know, if I think about it, I'll put them down, you know, to one side for you. Well, as those couple of days later, I was walking past, and I saw like half the house had been ripped down already. So I asked, you know, for the manager, and he came, but it wasn't the same one. I said, look, you know, I spoke to the guy. He said he'd keep the lanterns for me. Do you know if he'd done it? He goes, no, I think they've probably been thrown away or put on the fire. I thought, fuck it. Then I saw that stained glass window. I said, look, is there any chance I can have that? He goes, yeah, sure. I said, look, I'll pay you for it. I'll give you some money for it. I gave him I said, look, he goes, no, you don't have to do it. I said, no, if you get that off, because it's like on the front door bit, kind of thing. So if you get that off, I'll give you something. So they took a little bit of time taking it apart. Some of it did fall a little, kind of apart a little bit, but when I got it home, over the amount of time where I've been moving it around, it's fallen apart anyway. But I gave him a tenner. I said, go and buy some sandwiches, some coffee around the corner for doing it for us. And he said, no, so I said, no, go on, So I gave him a tenner. I remember that. And I bought the stained glass window, and I still got some of it left. Some of it I had to throw it away because it just fell apart, Try not to give out too much information on there unless, they're okay with it, because some people might start getting rather funny over it. But if anyone can help out Michael, for GoFundMe for his Orcam, the link is in the description below. The GoFundMe. It's not my GoFundMe. It's Donna's and Michael's GoFundMe. Certain equipment are bloody expensive. You ain't gonna get anything cheap than that, don't think, unless you look on. Have you looked on Amazon? Because sometimes Amazon does them a little bit cheaper. Now I don't know. I think Donna said that in a comment earlier, something about it might be American dollars. I don't know how much 3,600 is in American dollars. You're talking probably about $5,000, I think, for an Orcam if it's American money. With the conversion rates, I'm just taking a guess. Because like $1.50 works out to be about £1, I think. But it's always like when I had my GoFundMe, I didn't get the total amount anyway. And I don't even think I've still got any GoFundMes up actually. I know I had one up for a computer about 5 years ago. But B&B, Beth, BHB, I can't even bloody remember her name now. She came on and helped me out for my computer. Because you do get people who are, very generally caring, and they like you who you are, and they're just generous and good people. And if you can get someone to help you out, in a big way like Beth did, it's great. And she didn't help me out just once; she helped me out a couple of times actually, Beth. And when people were slagging off, saying I was ripping people off and conning people, I spoke to her on Facebook and I said, look, I'll send the computer back and get the money back, and I'll refund you. She goes, don't you fucking dare. Goes, I like you, I trust you, I know you're gonna buy it, you need it, and that was that, kind of thing. But you do get generous people out there, a lot of people. Like as say, Michael's helped me out a couple of times, with donations on the super chat or on the PayPal or whatever, kind of thing. I wish I could do more, but I can't at the moment, as I say. That's why I thought, well, if I put it through my Facebook, maybe a few people on my Facebook friends content might see it and read it, and there might be one or two generous people on there. But you don't seem to get that many people in there at the moment, because I think with the economy as it is at the moment, money is hard. Millions of people lost their jobs, and they having to go onto welfare, benefit system. you know, as it is, though, thinking about stopping the actual extra income the government gave to, you know, people on universal credit this year. But one minute they're saying they're going to stop it, next minute they're going to give you a lump sum. Then now they're going to say no, it might can be the continuous £20 per month or whatever. But they're still talking about in, you know, the House of Lords Parliament whether they're going to keep the extra £1,000 per month or £1,000 per year. They're going to think about it to, you know, help people out just for next year, but after that, then it's going to be stopped. They're just hoping that if the problem with the government, right, and a lot of charities said that if you gave it to people as a lump sum, that's not going to help them, because they probably use that lump sum to go out and buy stuff which they don't really need. And it's not really helping them, is it really? You must well just carry on doing it the way you're doing it. It's giving them the extra £20 per week, £80 per month, you know, kind of thing. Because, you know, it's like if someone gave me £500 a day and said, go and spend it, I'll probably go and spend it. I won't think about, you know, what I need for tomorrow or next week or next month. I might suddenly fall behind my bills and think, fuck, you know, I wish I didn't sell, you know, spend that 500 quid, you know, kind of thing. I could have kept that 500 quid to pay, you know, any kind of like bills I might fall behind. But with me, I always make sure I pay all my bills. That's why I make sure I do that. Now, if I go hungry for a couple of days, then I go hungry for a couple of days. I don't want, you know, to be falling behind my bills and having bailiffs knocking on the door. Because when you get a bailiff knocking on the door, well, this is how much you owe and this is how much you've got to pay us, you know, with the interest and having bailiffs knocking on your door. So if you owed like 200 quid, it could end up being like fucking 400 or 500 quid because you're paying the extra fees on top, you know, kind of thing. And I don't want that. So I always make sure I pay all my bills on time. And they get taken that through my bank account through direct debit. So when I get my money, I try to make sure that all my bills are paid and they get paid at certain times in the month. And I'm always checking my bank statement thinking, fuck, you know, I've only got like 50 quid to last me 2 weeks now, you know, for food and, you know, central heating. So I have to like kind of like now kind of like balance whatever I can. So like, you know, I'm going to need a little bit extra from electricity because of the damn cold weather, you know, kind of thing. Now, sometimes I can put £10 on, sometimes it's 15, especially, you know, when I'm using my little fan heater. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to have to put an extra £5 on that. So that means £5 out of my food, you know, money. So that's why I only eat possibly once, sometimes twice, if I can afford twice a week, a day each week. But mostly it's like once a week, once a day, every week. You miss me, ain't you, Stu? Yeah, of course, I miss all my friends. Next time I do a stream, I'll probably do it through StreamYard and get you on here if you want to have a chat about stuff. And no fucking arguing, no agreeing or disagreeing on opinions. It's going to be something that we can agree on without fucking like feeling that either you're wrong or I'm wrong or you're right and I'm wrong and all that shit, you know. We're gonna have to have a conversation about something that we agree on. Totally agree, and the opinions are the same. You know, so I was going to do a stream through StreamYard tonight, but I forgot. You know, I thought, well, fuck it, I can't be bothered. I'll just do it through YouTube. No, I'm trying to save the money so I can go out. Like last night, I said, if I had the money, I'd love to go out and visit people and, you know, try to do investigation with different people, groups. But I just can't do it at the moment. If I had the money, the first place I'd like to go is Up to Days. But I'm a bit I'm a bit wary. I'm a bit scared, to be honest with you, going to days because, like, no, I'd love to go to that asylum. And he goes, "Oh, don't worry, mate. I'll put you up. Yeah, in one of the fun asylum lockup cells. You know, leave me there overnight. Here, oh, did you hear that scream? We won't say it's Steve. Locked up in that padded cell. We say it's a ghost." She probably said, "No, would I do that, mate? No. Would I do that to you, Steve?" "No, you fucking would, yeah." And it was locked up in there for 5 minutes. You'll hear me screaming. You wouldn't hear me banging because the fucking cell's all padded. The thing with asylums, though, you know, there's not a lot of places you can go to, like, do a ghost hunting. Some asylums now, because like they've all been knocked down. You know, you got the people coming out and buying, like, you know, land and building like fucking, well, not so much hotels, but like, you know, skyscrapers, you know, housing estates. There's a place over just past Mitcham Common, and they had like an old bit of ground there. It's near the actual what's it called? I think it's like something to do with Thames Water, actually. And they had a big piece of land there. And I spoke to someone and I said, "Is there any chance I can get permission to do some milk detecting?" He goes, "Oh, no, I don't think you can, mate, you know. It's private land." I said, "Yeah, but there's someone must own the land because, like, you know, I see horses in here." He goes, "Yeah, well, those horses ain't going to be in there. Like, you know, they've been moved to another location." I said, "Well, you know, when's that going to happen?" And he goes, "I don't know." I said, "You've got no phone number I can contact anyone who owns this land?" He goes, "No, because like the horses, the people who put the horses there shouldn't have had them there anyway. They're squatting on private land." So I thought, all right. Well, over a amount of time, a few months, I noticed there was one of those like diggers there. So I kind of like was going to go on to ask the guy who was doing digging if he knew anything, but just outside there's someone sitting in the car, and apparently he was security. And he pulled me out, goes, "Where you going, mate?" I said, "Well, I was going to speak to the guy about, you know, if I can get permission to do some milk detecting." He goes, "No, you ain't." He goes, "The guy is a contractor, so he won't be able to do anything here. And I know for a fact you would not be able to do any kind of milk detecting here because the ground is like, you know, uneven. You got holes, you know, and you could probably seriously damage yourself, you know, injure yourself." And I said, "Well, that's my own risk, mate, innit?" I said, "All I'm trying to do is get permission." He goes, "Well, I'm sorry, I can't help you out." So every time I went up past that way, you know, to do some milk detecting on Mitcham Common, before I got caught on Mitcham Common and had to go find somewhere else, a couple of times I saw like people on there, but no one was giving me permission. But now they have actually built these really big, like, industrial buildings. What they're going to be putting up, what's in there, I don't know. It's just like if you go to like a warehouse, it's like these big warehouse buildings there now. And I don't know who owns them or what the company is, because when I last went past them, it's just like, you know, the shell of the building. I don't know if there's any kind of electronics or, you know, engineering or any kind of like stuff inside it. But I know they built on the private land where the horses were like on, and the land next to it, which is beside the Thames Water, I think it is. Here goes my fucking eyes again. I don't know why I keep getting like, it feels like dirt getting in my eyes. Probably my asthma kicking in, but I just don't have the medication for it. It's the murderers you need to worry about. Yeah. Like you said, it's probably just pending. Probably pending. Oh, thank thank you, Dave, for that. Appreciate that. Helping out Michael. I would have done more as I say, that my funding's really shit at the moment. No, I did open a Facebook page for selling bits and bobs. Never sold a thing on it. I tried closing that page down, but I don't know how you close that page down on Facebook. So I don't really go on Facebook much. It's just probably pending, Rose. Like, when I did sell something on eBay about 3 months ago, no, actually, I bought something on eBay. Not someone bought something off me. I bought something off eBay. Is the graphic card. I think I've already got you approved. I'll check in a minute. I bought a graphic card on eBay for £45, right, which was a GTX 660, so I could actually play Miss Survival. And I asked the guy to send it out, either that day or the next day. And he goes, "Well, I can't send it out until it's like in my account." I said, "I've already paid for it, mate." And he goes, "Well, I'm not seeing it." I said, "Look, I paid for it." I actually do a screenshot of my PayPal showing that it had already gone through. And he goes, "Well, I've not received the money." I said, "Well, it shows that it's there. It's gone through." And he goes, "Well, maybe it's gone through, but to me it's pending. And, I can't send out if it's pending." I said, "Look, it's there. It's gone through. I'm showing you the screenshot that I sent you the money. If there's any problems, if it gets returned to me, I'm going to be honest enough and pay you a different way," kind of thing. He goes, "Oh yeah, I know, but I'm going to have to wait because he eventually got back to me and said, "I've only just opened the account." So I said, "Well, that's probably what's pending then. You've opened, if you've only just opened a PayPal account, because it's probably gone through, but it's stuck as a pending transaction because you've got to clarify and you've got to have some way of having funds taken in and out of your PayPal account if you don't have money in your PayPal. So you've got to add a bank card or a bank account." He goes, "Yeah, I know. I've only just done it though." I said, "Well, that takes 2 or 3 days for it to actually go through, because what happens that PayPal originally sent you something for your bank account, and you had to get that transaction and send that back to PayPal to show that you've already had that sent through PayPal. It's like a fee. PayPal would send you anything from a penny up to £1, and you had to wait until it came through. And the way they done it is that they sent you an email, and it sends you back to PayPal to a link, and you had to write down exactly how much PayPal actually sent you through your bank account. So if they sent a 3p or something here, you had to be dead on the return link to PayPal saying how much they actually sent to you on your pound through your bank account. So if it's 3p and I put 4p, it wouldn't have gone through. But if I put 3p when it was 3p, then it goes directly straight through. Then your account actually gets activated there and then. Because when they do that, it's a kind of a pending account. So I know how they work it. And the guy goes, "Well, because it's new, it's probably pending." I said, "Yeah, but if it's pending and you've, clarified it, the way they do it, once it's been, recognised, you're going to get the money straight away, unless it gets returned, unless you return it." So he going on about, and I thought, "Oh, fuck it." And I just said, "Look, I've just gone on my PayPal account and I've cancelled it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll go somewhere else." And I did. I went to another eBay account, got the same graphic card, but it cost me £20 more because he actually had an adapter which I required, and I would have had to bought the adapter separately from the original guy. So I said to him, like, sorry, I've cancelled it. I just ordered another card from another guy. You know, no, I just wrapped it up and I should get back on and send it out tomorrow. I said, no, too late. I said, you lost your deal, you lost your sale, your sale. You just had to relist it. I'm sorry, but I ain't gonna like sit around waiting. I said I need the graphic card straight away. So, because you was going on about it pending and you was worrying that it wasn't gonna come through to your account, and you was kind of like fobbing me off in one way. I said, no, fuck it. So he did eventually like relist it. So the card I wanted, not off him, it's still a GTX 660, which I'd got, but from a different seller. But it had like the VGA kind of like adapter, because the graphic card doesn't have a VGA on it. It's got like a different kind of like adapter on it, and you need that to plug on to the graphic card so you can connect the VGA monitor onto it. So he had that with it. That's why it cost me more money to buy it. And I thought, well, at least I ain't got to hump around for one, because even just that, adapter, that could have cost me 10, 15, 20 quid. And it was all included in postage. So I paid about 70 quid, I think, for my one. And I was able to start playing some of the games I wanted to play without them lagging out and going slow and, DVI adapter. I think you have to send me your Twitter. Let's see if I've got you on there anyway. I'm sure I got you on there. I don't even know what you're on there is. Hell House. I know I've seen you on there, and I think I saw you on. Yeah, you had to send me your Twitter through Facebook. I posted my Twitter account up there already, I think. Sure I have. Yeah, I've already posted it. I don't post. Oh, fucking hell. I don't post much on there anyway. God, you bloody lot of pain in the fucking arse. So I don't really. Oh God, no! I've got to delete that one because it won't go through because it's too long for the text. Too late. I've already fucking posted again. But yeah, it's still snowing. It started snowing again. I'll tell you, I'm gonna have to go out tomorrow. I don't have a sport. I have a scarf, but where the fuck it is, I don't know. My coat does not. The zipper doesn't work. I've got those like Velcros that I have to keep pulling over to try and do my coat up. I do need a new jacket, actually, new coat, winter coat. But they're just too expensive to buy at the moment. Should have bought one in the summertime, because then it would have been less money, I suppose. So I suppose that's when you get cheaper stuff, buying your winter stuff in the summer and putting it by. But I bought stuff before. I bought a packet of 6 boxer shorts, right, last year. And I thought, XL, that's going to be, at least up to like waist 38, 40. So I ordered them, packet 6, £10.99. I got them through the post. I thought, right, I'll get a clean pair of underwear on. I took one out, put it on, and they're so fucking tight that as soon as I went to bend over, you could hear them ripping. So I thought, bollocks. So those ones got thrown to one side. So I went on eBay again. I couldn't return them. So I went on eBay and I bought XXL ones, and they fit perfectly. And there's between 42 to 44, I think. And, you know, I do change my shorts quite regular. Not because I shit my pants or anything like that. You know, I do change my clothes. The only ones I keep on more often is this one, the fleece, because it's warm, and me, you know, me jogging, like, you know, these fucking trainer bottoms. These I keep on a lot more regular because I don't want to be using too much electricity in me washing. And when I do change my stuff, you know, I throw it in the washing machine and wait until the washing machine's kind of like enough to do me washing. But I always change my t-shirt and my underwear and my socks. And, you know, I change my underwear, you know, every day practically, you know, kind of thing. So, you know, if I buy a packet of 6, I've got to wash those before the end of the week or I'm going to run out. And, you know, going through some of the clothes that have been scattered around, I did find some underwear which were kind of like, you know, still fitting me. But I bought some shorts off eBay a couple of months ago, and as soon as I put them on, I thought, a little bit tight. And I thought, well, you know, they'd probably stretch, you know, a little while. I went to sit down, and as I sat down, you had a rip. It went, oh, shit. Too tight. These are going to have to come off. These are in the bin. And the other ones I just left in the living room. Some of my clothes are in the living room. I've got like my washing, which I did yesterday, hanging up on the dryer rack at the moment. So I'll put it on the balcony, they'll be soaking wet still. But yeah, I don't even know what side my waist is. I think it's I don't know. I can't even think what size they are. My waist is. I don't even know where my doobie is. My it is. On a 46 centimeters. I remember when I used to be fucking like 32. I wish I could get back down to 32, but then I'd have to buy a lot more clothes because everything would be too small then. Well, actually, I'm 44. Yeah, 44. Oh, shit. 44-inch waist. And like, you know, XL is a 40. I throw them at the wall, they don't stick up by the back for them over here. What, you mean you're telling me that you wear underwear, the same pair of underwear for over here? Ugh, disgusting. You know, I was thinking about, you know, these homeless people, yeah. Not long ago, I'm thinking, you know, how long do they have their clothes on for? You know, I know some of them smell really bad, which they can't really help, you know, because they've got no money, you know. There's got to be a place where they can get, you know, free clothes and change at least their underwear, you know, kind of thing. But I've been past some of these people, you know, homeless people, tramps, what you like to call them, and they have stunk, man. Yeah, you're poor, yeah, that's a lot of bollocks. Don't get, I live in the London area. With, you know, they say London is a rich area. Fuck, yeah, like hell. I don't class myself as poor. I don't class myself as rich. I say like I'm just under the average kind of like person. No, because I've got so much shit around. So I've had to save a hell of a lot of money over the past to buy the gear I want. And I know some of you said like, sell your stuff. So I like saying that, but you get arseholes out there, trying to get you in the shit with a DWP saying, oh, he's selling on eBay. But the thing is, if you go out and buy a TV, right, and you no longer want that TV, let's say the TV costs 500 quid, and later you sell it because you need the money to pay your bills. People don't realise that you need the money to sell your bill, pay your bills. So trying to get whatever you can back on that TV, you're not going to get your 500 quid back. You'll be lucky to get 200. And then once you sell it, you've got your PayPal, you've got your eBay's listing selling fees, and that can be like 30 quid. So out of 200 quid, you probably get 170 quid. Now you've lost money in 3 ways already. The cost of the TV was £500. You're lucky to get what you can for it, yeah? So you've lost like 300 quid straight away. And it doesn't matter how long you've had it. You could have had it 2 days and still lose a big chunk out of it. Unless you've got the receipt and take it back and get a refund. But PayPal, they take percentage of the money you get through your PayPal account. So, if like Rose, I don't know how much Rose has sent them, yeah? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Let's say Rose sent them 20 quid through PayPal. If she doesn't send it through friends and family, Donna or Michael will be charged for receiving that money through PayPal. And that could be like, say, if she sent 20 quid, they would probably be charged £2 for receiving 20 quid. So they wouldn't get a 20 quid, they get like £18. It's like, on here with monetization, you don't get the money that people donate to you on your channel. If someone donated like £20 to me right now, I won't get that because YouTube takes off. I think it's, I can't remember, it's 15% or 25% of what you get for your YouTube monetization. So I'd probably get 15 quid out of it instead of like 20 quid. That's how, YouTube and PayPal and, your banks and all that make their money by charging you for the use of their organisation, or whatever you want to fucking say it. Oh, fucking all those. I ain't got you as pending. How do I fucking check this? Is it like through notifications? Nothing on notifications. Mentions. Nothing in mentions. All right. More. Follow a request. Right. Okay, I found it. Yeah. Right. Right. Dolores leaves. Accept. Hell's House Paranormal. Decline. Decline. Hell's House Paranormal. No, accepted. I've got like I've got a load of people wanting to follow me on there. Actually, I've got Eyes Only for Maddie. Got Phyllis Hayes, Denny Martin. I've got another Dolores, Dolores Gonzalez, Peter Whitfield. All these people I don't know. Jameson Simmons, Sandra Hill, The Millard Report, Alan Williams, Jeremy Spencer. I thought I was going to say fucking Jeremy Springer then. I'm going to say, yeah, Jerry Springer. Yeah. I got like 40 possible deaths by Hibachi, which is Chinese, I think. Theories of Death, Dying, the Paranormal. You know, I'll accept that one because that sounds interesting. Reunion Secrets, Mark Nicole, whatever. Brian Yacht. I think I know that person, but can't remember. Haunted Destinations, Haunted Desk TV, Psychic Medium, Kathy Roller and her team, Spirit Walking Kelly. One of that's Kelly. I think that is actually. Oh, hang on. Followed the wrong person. TV Psychic, Kathy Roller, Paranormal Pursuit, Banished Team, Jamie Beckley. Right, so Dolores Liz accepted and following, and Hell's House accepted and following. Now stop fucking complaining. I don't. That's the point, right? But attention is attention, as they say. If I go missing, you'll know what happened. How did I know what happened? Unless you're uploading to your blog every day, like Elisha Lamb or Alicia Lamb. She was uploading every day, but I don't know what happened to her. Now, I watched that clip that Rose sent me, right, where Rose said that she was raped. There's no proven state that she was raped, but there was something wrong with her anal, yeah, the backside. But they never found that they stated, unless it's kept back, any kind of like DNA or semen. You know, I've got problems with my anal. I've got fucking hemorrhoids, you know, kind of thing. So, you know, I tend to do bleed sometimes. Especially, you know, my backside can itch crazy as well. But there's no proven record on her medical record, which they have or haven't showed that she was raped. She says like possible, you know, penetration to the anal, but you know, we're all penetrating our own fucking asses every time we wipe our backsides anyway, aren't we? And we're going to clean our backsides if we don't penetrate with our fucking fingers, you know, unless we don't wipe our ass and, you know, let it all dry and crack up and just fall through our fucking pants and knickers. Too much in. No, they do itch. Hemorrhoids do itch. If you watch that, what one was it? That horror movie. I think it's one of the Chainsaw Massacres. When that older guy gets falls back on the fucking chainsaw and it rips into his arsehole and he goes, well, that saves me for the operation. I fucking creased up her out. I thought, well, yeah, you don't have to pay for your hemorrhoids to be removed. I think it is piles, actually, yeah. And I've used certain creams for it, and it doesn't really help. I find what does help with piles is that petroleum jelly. That does help. I know that because I've used it. And I've got like 5 tubs of that from the Poundland. And the reason why I've got 5 tubs is because petroleum jelly acts as a good source of lighting fires. You know, if you looked at one of my other videos on my, I think it's my bushcraft one, I made my own like petroleum jelly cotton balls. And what you do, you get a cotton ball, right, just an normal cotton ball, get a saucer, and you put your saucer on the flame. You get candle wax, you melt your candle wax, and then you put petroleum jelly in. I think if you've got like a big kind of thick candle, which I usually use, one of those like big thick round ones from the Poundland one, put one of those in, and I put like 4 or 5 teaspoons of, you know, not the small spoons, but you know, the bigger spoons. I put 4 or 5 of those of petroleum jelly in, let it all melt up. Then I get a cotton ball and I just like dip it in, bring it out, put it on paper, and I let it dry overnight. And when I used to go to the bushcraft, I just like break it open, pour a little bit of the dried cotton wool in, use my old sparker, and I'll tell you, if you use a normal cotton wool, that cotton wool's gone within like 2 seconds. But once you've got petroleum jelly in and candle on it, yeah, break it, pull a bit of cotton wool out, spark it, light it, it lasts up to about 3 or 4 minutes. No, I don't stick candles and cotton balls up my fucking arse. I use them to light fires as camping. You dumb nut. I don't know. Right. Any more of that, I'm going to fucking block you. Steve, why have I been blocked? My feet are fucking cold still. I don't know why. It's always my right foot that gets cold. Always. You know, my left foot gets cold, but not as bad as my right foot. Piles, hemorrhoids, still the same kind of thing nearly. I would miss you. Yeah. You say so. I miss Rose when we had that fallout, when we stopped talking to each other. I really did miss her. I'll be honest, I really missed her. And people kept saying, you know, why don't you try and make up with her? Well, I fucking try and make up with her. You know, there's still things that I could mention, but I'm not going to mention because I don't want to drag up the old shit right before. But it's crazy for us, like, you know, to break up a very long friendship over the lies and bullshit that people, you know, fed us. Because we could have carried on doing like those murder mysteries, you know, constantly. I think it's down to fucking jealousy and hate. And, you know, people just wanting to break us up because they knew that we had something really good with each other, you know, kind of thing. Well, the candle wax, as I say, I used to make my own candles as well. And I still have some of the candle making stuff. Never told you, did I? But yeah, I make my own candles. What I normally do, right, is that when the candle burns down, the wick, there's still candle in there. So what I do, I tend to scrape that out and put it in a jar. And once I've got enough, I've got a saucepan that I use to melt it all down. I've got candle wick in the kitchen. And once the candle is all kind of like melted down, I use some of the old candle jars, pour it in, and I have the wick stuck down and, you know, in the jar, and I just pour the hot wax in and I tie it off with a piece of stick or something, yeah, so I ain't got to stand there for fucking hours, you know, waiting for it to dry off. You know, it's tied to a stick going across the jar, and that's how I make the candles. Can you two shut up now, for fuck's sake? You're doing my head in. Fucking piss takers. Yeah, I know what you're like. Get me upset now. No, he loves me. What, is he gay? He loves me. Well, I'm not bending over for you, I'll tell you that for one thing. So you can penetrate my anus and my bloody hemorrhoids or piles. Candle wax will do. I tell you, have you ever fucking spilt hot candle wax on your hand? It is bloody painful, and I know because I've spilt hot candle wax on my hand. So do you think I'm gonna stick hot candle wax up my backside? No fucking way. That burns. That can leave scars. I have actually got a scar there, right there, of a candle wax spitting at me. It's like so fast. It was like a frog's tongue spitting out. Going. It just like popped down, straight on the tape. I'm not homophobic. Candle wax is good for making waterproof matches. I've never tried that, bombshell. I don't really use matches. I use the striker. I'm going to actually have to buy a new striker or make it. I've actually got the flute thing, which is great. You know, the metal bar. Can't remember what they're called now. But I've still got one of those or a couple of those in my drawer. I had a really nice one, like nice thick one, and I made my own little handle for it. Yeah, and I don't know where, but I went and lost it over at my bushcraft camp. You know, I've got a small striker still over there. I can't remember what I've done with the big one. And half the gear that I did bring back, you know, like some of the bushcraft, like my knives, couple of my knives, little mini saw, mini hatchet, like a multi-tool thing. I just can't remember. Yeah, steel striker. I can't remember what I've done with them. I think they're in the living room somewhere. But I've got to try and start sorting that living room out so I can find something. Because I want to sort out my milk detector so I can start milk detecting again later in the year when we get the warm weather. So what I plan to do is, with my bushcraft, if it's still, there you go. Oh, now you're talking about erection. No, if my bushcraft camp is still erected and it has been like pulled down or blown down by the wind or burnt down or destructed in a way, I plan to go back up there and do some milk detecting, and then have like the odd break, go back to my little camp, make a cup of coffee, possibly like cook something to eat up there, then get back out and do some more milk detecting. And when we got the longer daytime and like less nighttime, I want to try to spend the night up there just to see what it's like. I know there are deer up there because I have caught it on my wildlife cam. You know, Ron, the landowner, kept saying that, you know, there's deer up there, there's deer up there. I said, oh, I've never seen none up there. He goes, yeah, there's definitely deer up there. And when I bought that wildlife cam, I think it's the third time I left it up there, I saw something moving around at night, and I thought, what the fuck's that? And you can tell by the outline it was a deer. And in the same area, when it got light, there's deer in that same area as well. So yeah, there's definitely deer up there. Where they're coming from, I don't know. But there's deer up there. I know there's foxes. Rabbits are probably up there. I know there's mice up there because, like, somehow I left one of those, like, none of those boxes of like coffee pouches you can get from Poundland. I put that in a carrier bag and I stuck it inside my bed rest kind of thing, which I built up there. And I didn't go up there for about a week, but the next time I went back up there, I went to get the coffee out. Luckily, I took some extra with me, like fresh coffee, to add to the one I got. And I had a coffee jar with me as well, an empty coffee jar, which I was gonna, well, not a coffee jar, but like a plastic box, which I put some like fresh coffee patches in and a spoon. When I got up there, I thought, well, I'll use the old stuff first instead of the new stuff. When I went in, got my bag out, and I got the box out, and I felt something like falling on my hand. I looked under, and it's coffee granules falling out. So I looked underneath the box, and there's a fucking hole about that big. Some little bastard rodent had got in and like ate half the fucking coffee pouches. So lucky I did take extra coffee with me. I didn't even take a chance using the other ones which didn't have chew marks on. I just like threw them away. I'm only joking with you, Dave. I won't block you. Even though you're a bit of a pain in the arse sometimes with your opinions and my opinions, I won't block you. I don't like Bovril. You only drink, if I didn't have coffee, no, I've got tea. I'm not a tea drinker. I don't like tea. But I did buy tea because I thought, because of the pandemic, kind of thing, when it first started off, coffee's going to go rather quickly. There's tea in the shops and not coffee. So I thought, well, I'll buy, a tea, and if I had to drink tea, I'll have to drink tea. Now, I've been to people's houses and they've made, said, do you want to drink? And I say, yeah. And they say, do you want a cup of tea? I say, well, if you've got coffee, I'll have coffee. But, when I was married, went to friends' houses and, they made tea without even asking us. Then here's a cup of tea. And I thought, well, fucking, I don't like tea. But I never said it. I did drink it, just for like, so I wouldn't say nothing and never moan at me or whatever. But tea is the last resort. I will drink it if it's the last resort. But I buy OXO, the older OXO cubes. If I've got no coffee, I'll drink an OXO cube. I'm okay with an OXO cube. I love OXO cubes. I'll even put like salt in with the OXO cube as well. I've even put a little bit of butter in with the OXO soup as well. So I'll drink coffee, OXO. I'll also drink Cadbury's drinking chocolate. I love drinking chocolate. But if none of that was available, then tea would be the last thing. I wanted to try that dandelion tea and the sting nettle tea, because there were dandelions and sting nettles growing up in my area and the bushcraft, but I was just a bit kind of like dubious in doing it or not, because I didn't know really how long you had to like boil the sting nettles for. I know you take the sting nettles out, but I'm pretty sure like those little bits on the leaves will probably fall off, the little tentacle bits, And I didn't want to take the chance of stinging inside my fucking mouth. No mind like that probably happened. But I was talking to me landowner about it. Because he said like, there's a lot like, shrubs around here and like, things that you can trip over. I said, yeah, I know. I've tripped over a few times, mate. He goes, well, I'll have to bring my strimmer over, which he did do one day. And he cleared a little pathway for me. And we was talking about, the amount of sting nettles there. He goes, yeah, I'll have to clear them for you sometime. I said, no, there's no rush to it. Just do it when you're doing your normal, like, cleaning, your own. If you need to, like, clean an area, just do it when you're doing it, There's no rush for me. I ain't worried about it. I said, did you know you make sting nettle tea? He goes, yeah, I've heard about that. He goes, have you tried it? I said, no, I ain't tried it yet. I said, I'm probably too afraid that I don't boil it enough and I'll probably go and sting inside my mouth. He goes, yeah, me too. So we never did try it. But I probably might try it one day. I've got like those books I showed you on my stream the other night about, wild plants you can eat, wild flowers you can eat, different types of fungus and mushrooms you can eat. So I was, you know, I bought them so I could take them up there to learn a little bit about, you know, the stuff you can eat. But no, my luck. There are mushrooms which are similar to, you know, another mushroom. One you can eat and one you can't eat. The one you can't eat can kill you. And there are like those funny mushrooms that you make you high. Oh, I don't want to be eating none of those, thank you very much. So if I'm going to take mushrooms, or fancy mushrooms, you know, with some chicken, because I used to take chicken up there and barbecue it or fry it, same with pork. I bought some pork belly the other day, so, you know, the not the actual like steak bits, but you know, the pork belly bits. I've got that for dinner probably tomorrow. Mushrooms. So that's what I plan to do, like, you know, take mushrooms that I know I can eat without having like go rummaging around, because there's some of the big trees around there, like this really big fucking massive fungus, you know, it's like that big, maybe sometimes bigger, and I'm thinking, I wonder if you can eat that. I couldn't see anything in the books when I bought back home. You know, when I got back home, I had looking, I couldn't find nothing. I thought, no, I ain't gonna take a risk, fuck that. Hello, Uric. Dandelion makes good coffee. I don't know. Little tea, you know, as I say, is supposed to be good for you. Dandelion tea. I've always had, like, you know, when I was young, they always said, like, you know, pick dandelions, they make you piss your bed. Old wives' tale. Old wives' tale. You can actually pick and eat and drink dandelions. So I've watched a lot of, like, you know, survival videos on YouTube, and dandelion is a nice plant to eat. I don't know if you can eat it raw or, you know, cook it, you know, boil it or whatever, but I know you can boil it and make tea with it. Mushroom soup. There are certain mushrooms you can boil and eat, but you ain't supposed to fry it. Wild potatoes. See, you know, I've got seeds which I found again last night actually. And I do want to try to make a garden up there, but because he's got ponies, if any kind of growth happens, the pony's going to come along and fucking eat it. So I'm going to make a garden on top of the actual roof of my cabin. And what I've got is like cress. I love cress. Not had cress for years and years and years, but I do like cress. I've got onions, two types of onions. Staccato resin onion. Oh no, that's the same one. Two packs of onions, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers. I didn't know about potato seeds, but you don't need potato seeds. All you've got to do is get some potatoes and just leave them. You know, I didn't even know until the other day when I sorted out my cupboard. I had potatoes in a plastic bag, about 4 of them, and they'd all sprouted out. They was behind fucking cornflake box, which I didn't even realise were there. But because they've been there so long, it's kind of like started getting a bit fluidy kind of thing. So they went straight in the bin. But yeah, you can just get a normal potato, plant it, and over time it'll sprout, and you can get like a good 8 to a dozen potatoes out of one potato. So, you know, seeds I bought, didn't even know where I put them until I found them over there the other day. Let's see what's going on. Dave I's running around apart for an hour, tripping loads. Yeah. If it's bitter or burns your tongue, then you dab it. Don't eat it. I was like, the first time I puffed weed. Oh, you puffed weed. So I once, and I was young, and I said that last night. Weed I was running because I'm Mars. Jason, we wanted to make me know what a Mars bar. Are you on about a Mars bar was trying to chase you and eat you? Yeah, you must have been well fucking high to imagine a Mars bar trying to chase you and eat you. Oh dear. Never joke about spiritual world. Yes, a Mars. Well, as long as it wasn't the planet Mars coming after you, you know. Hang on a minute. There's Mars just coming after me. I don't like Mars bars much. I don't know why. I'd rather the things like let's talk about food for a minute. Yeah, the sweets I like. Yeah, I love those violet sweets. I just love those little violet sweets. I have done since I was young. If I see them, I buy them. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm not going to answer that question, Dave. Not yet, anyway. I'm talking about sweets. You'll have to get back to me on that one. Sweets. I like aniseed sweets. Like, you know, I don't like the gobstops as much now because they break your teeth. But you can get aniseed sweets. Like, I love the old rhubarb custard kind of things, yeah. Like those sweets. I like licorice. I like the red licorice and the black licorice. I think you can get Coca-Cola flavour licorice as well, which is very hard to find and buy. Mars bars I don't really like. Milky Way chocolate, the white chocolate I like eating some of the white chocolate. I like dark chocolate and Cadbury's chocolate, but the Cadbury bar chocolate is bloody expensive. You're talking about £1.50 or £1 just for a small fucking bar of chocolate nowadays. I do like eating chocolate. I like my crisps, but I've got to cut down on the crisps because my poor teeth are rotting away, and sometimes when I bite on a crisp, it makes my back tooth hurt. I like what are those? I used to eat those really hard boiled kind of lollipops. I've got some out there still, actually, funny enough. So I've got a sweet machine over there. I don't know if you ever saw my sweet machine. I got it from Car Boot Fair. It is damaged, but it does work. And the bit where the money goes down is missing because you put a coin in there, and there's supposed to be a bit there to stop your money falling out. Yeah, that's where you put your batteries in, and there's a switch there which has come off, but the switch still works, and it's got a sound thing in it. Yeah, and when you put your money in, you use the controllers to actually control the gripper to come over and pick your sweet up, drag it over and drop it there, which comes out underneath there. It works. I tried it. I only paid a couple of quid for it. Even that top bit's missing as well. But I thought, would I ever use it kind of thing? And I did test it out. I went to the pound and bought some sweets, tested it out, worked okay. So I was going to have it sitting on the side with a bunch of sweets and everything, yeah. But the money would fall down and I'd probably just lift the fucking lid up and just, I never got no money to spend anyway. So, but that's what I bought from a car booty. Something else I didn't really need. I did have a little gobstopper machine, which I also bought from the car booty, but I bought it home, tested it out, worked perfect. stuck it on the bed. I turned around, knocked the bed, and it fell, and the glass round bowl thing just shattered all over the floor. I thought, fuck it. Same day I bought it, went and broke it. It's like a little gobstopper machine. You know, I can get a brand new one if I want it for about 15 quid on eBay, but I only paid a couple of quid for that as well. You've been fed. Alright, black currant licorice. Cola cubes, yeah, cola cubes, I remember those. Making you hungry. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit hungry. All what I've had today is the rest of my Chinese rice and a couple of bags of crisps, and that's it. Danny, you go a price or two. What was that from? Yeah, a car boot sale. I got that from. I think it was the not the Rains Park one. The other one I went to. They actually start opening up again in March, April time, I think, depending on the COVID situation, any lockdowns. Yeah, I didn't even know they were there until I looked on YouTube and I saw, like, you know, people had done car boot fairs. I thought, yeah, I used to go to those years and years ago. You know, before I started going again, like, I didn't go to a car boot for about, fucking, about 12, 14 years, something like that. Because I used to go to the one over at where the old motorway, the stock car racing used to be, like the tracks. And I thought, you know what, I'll go over there. You know, it's a Sunday, it should be open because it's open all through the year. Jumped on 2 buses to get there. And as I got closer to it, you know, because I had to get off a bus and it's like a 5-10 minute walk. As I started walking down, I thought, well, I can't see no cars going down. It's you know, is it closed or what? So I eventually walked all the way down there, and they've knocked it all down. They got like housing estates up there. So I thought, fuck. So I was looking on my Google, seeing that there's no car boot fairs on. And there was one up near Sutton area. So I thought, well, that's like 2 buses, you know. So I jumped on 2 buses and I headed up that way. And I didn't realise it was closed on a Sunday. It was open Wednesdays and Saturdays. So, and I was there on a Sunday. I thought, fuck it. So I thought, well, if it's open Wednesday, I'll go on a Wednesday. And I did go. But there's another car boot fair over where my daughter lives, which I didn't know about until she texted me. And, like, you know, time I would have got there on that day, you know, it would have probably been closed anyway. So I found out there's 2 car boot fairs open. So I used to go to the one up near the hospital, Sutton Hospital, which was on a Wednesday and a Saturday. And then I went to the Rains Park one on a Sunday. And any money I, you know, which I could afford to take up with me, I bought stuff. But I couldn't afford to take too much money up there. because I just didn't, you know, I really lowered the cost of my food consumption down as well, just to buy some bits and pieces up there. And I did do videos on what I was able to buy at the car boot fairs. I can't remember what channel it was on though. I think it's Steve's Car Booty, I think. My other channel. What I used to buy up there. Why did that? Oh. Oh, it's called Car Booty Steve. I used to go up there quite a lot and buy stuff. I've only got 15 subscribers on there, but it wasn't just car boot fairs. It was choke shop buys and the old what's the name shops, CX. So I'll try to buy some stuff and sell it to make a little bit of money so I can go out and buy stuff again. I can't even remember what the channel is. Because people were like slagging me off saying, oh, like you're buying and selling. Well, as long as I bought something and kept it in my possession for 6 months, that is then classed as my own personal belongings. And, you know, I bought a lot of games, you know, computer games, because I miss playing, you know, computer games. You know, I was over to get some Xboxes, which I still got, to play games on. CX, I used to do some stuff there as well. But, you know, I've not been able to sell hardly anything on eBay at the moment because people just don't have the money to buy stuff. Yeah, that's one, Ian. You know, like, you know, car booties, charity shops and CX. I used to do like little live streams, car boot finds, charity shop finds. Now, if I was able to like put a little bit on eBay and sell it, the money would not, you know, stay in my PayPal account. I usually straight back out and buy something else, you know, kind of thing. I work to buy and, you know, constantly sell. It's to buy, and, you know, if I knew I could make a little bit out of it, then I'd sell it so I can buy the other stuff that I wanted. Yes, St Heliers and Rains Park, but I only went to those for a couple of months. I've even got like a little slot machine game somewhere. That's in the living room, and that works perfectly. Shush! No, you know, I used to bring some of the stuff home. Like, I used to get them really cheap, man. Like the games, 50p, 20p for a computer game, you know, like an Xbox game or something, yeah. There was a guy, radios for hacking usually. Yeah, I try to get, I'll tell you, Dave, there weren't no fucking old radios there. I think I only picked up one radio, which I thought was hackable, and it wasn't hackable. No, the radios I got, which I did hack, was on eBay. And I didn't even make the money on those even, to be honest with you. I'd let them go practically next to nothing. I think I sold 2 radios. They went for practically the same money I bought them for. Candy floss machine is in the kitchen on the cupboard. But I bought like a little mini slot machine game, which was quite fun actually. If you look at this video, I've got a slot machine, right? And I ran about 40, 50 quid on eBay, but I got that for a £5. £5. And it works perfectly. You know, you can put real money in and it pays out real money, but it tends to, like, instead of paying out X amount of money on a win, it dumps out practically all the money that you put in there. So if I put like 50p in like 2p pieces, if I had like 777 coming up as a jackpot, it'd pay it out everything that I put in there. And same with the bar, you know, the 3 bars. If I put that in, it's just like novelty things that I wanted to get. Because I never had that stuff when I was a kid. And they're the kind of things, I'll be honest with you, one thing I'd love to have, or 2 things I'd love to have, and actually I have had one in my past when I was a youngster. I actually did have a real slot machine in my mum's house. We used to have it underneath the staircase. and it was a working slot machine. The jackpot payout was £5, I think it was, and it was like a 10p and a 20p play, if I was right. And I used it mainly for myself, as like a little kind of like banking thing. But my sisters used to play it, and people who used to come around and visit used to play it. And when they played it, they kept fucking winning all the money. I'm getting so pissed off with it. So I don't know, what happened to it, but it's a proper full-length slot machine. And I've always wanted to get another one. And I've been watching What the Hell on YouTube, HALE. Not that what the hell, but what the hell. And they live in America, and they do like, slot machines, but it's not like a slot machine you pull. It's like the old coin-operated coin pusher. I've always wanted to get one of those, and they're just too expensive. I've been to like, arcades when I was younger, when we went down the coast with my family on holiday, and it's kind of always fascinated me, kind of thing, slot machines and coin pushers. When we had fun fairs around here, sometimes we used to go to the fun fair and go into the arcade machines and play those. But I always wanted to get another one. And when I saw that toy one, I thought, yeah, it's just like a little muck around, But I do play, slots on my mobile, but it's not ones where I spend money. It's like, free play ones where you don't pay nothing. You're playing for like, credits in one way. You run out credits. You can buy more credits, but I don't do it. I just like unformatting, then re-downloading and start fresh again, kind of thing. But I do like playing like slot machines and stuff like that. Sally Baggins was a fish-faced, spiky-haired ponce. Yeah. We won quite a few fish. We took our kids to a fun fair. About, Christ, how long ago? I know my ex-wife used to take them sometimes, She took them because I think I was like working part-time in a video retail store, Jade's Videos. And they said they was going to a fun fair, and I said, well, I can't go because I've got to work. So she took them to a fun fair, and when I came back, I saw like a little bowl sitting on the side table with fishing. I said, where'd they get that from? She goes, fun fair. I said, how do you win that? And it's like one of those little ping pong things, yeah. It's like a stool, and they've got all these like bowls, and you've got to like get a ping pong in one of the. It wasn't like a fish bowl. It's like jars. And if you get a ping pong ball in the jar, a certain jar, you win a goldfish. And they won the goldfish, and it's put in the bag. But they sold like the little round fish things, the little bowls. So they had to buy one of those. I thought, yeah, but those fish don't last long. But this one fucking did. It lasted quite a while, actually. I don't know why, but fun fair fish don't last that long. But this one did. Surprised how long it did survive. One that my ex-wife did eventually buy a proper fish tank with the pump, and she had like some like aquarium fish in there. But I tended to have to like clean them out myself sometimes when I didn't want to do it. But it's either that or I had to get rid of my hamsters. So I had quite a few hamsters actually. I had 2 hamsters which lasted 5 years, and hamsters shouldn't last 5 years. Hamsters should only last up to a year, 2 year and a half. Yeah. I had my little Reggie, which I named after my uncle Reggie, and Sandy, because when I was very, very young, like 5, no, hang on, I was probably about 8 or 9. We had a dog called Sandy, so I thought, I'll name it after my dog, and I kind of like bred them. Got a bit carried away, Even my daughter actually put one of the hamsters in one cage and they bred. At one time I had 16 hamsters, 16 cages. Cost me a fucking bomb to look after them. But they eventually all started dying off. No, but Reggie and Sandy survived like 5 years. No, when my ex-wife walked out, right, and I knew I was being evicted from the landlord, I still had hamsters then, until near enough the day I'd been evicted. So I had to make a poster and put posters around on the trees asking if anyone wants a hamster, free hamster with cage and food. And I went around the school and I asked if I could put a couple of posters there. She said, yeah. And I got home and I was told that I actually missed a call. So I stayed indoors and the school rang me up. She said, have you still got the hamster? I said, yeah. She goes, oh, we'd be interested. I said, well, I want to get rid of them both. She goes, yeah, well, that's all right. We'll have them both. So, it's two hamsters, 2 cages, all the food. So I said, all right, but, when do you want them? She goes, well, we can take them today if you want. So I said, all right, I'll come round. And I went round there, took the hamsters, my last 2 hamsters I had. And I said, are you keeping them both? She goes, no, we're going to give one to another school. I thought, okay. I really wanted them both to be, together kind of thing. Not in the same cage, but next to each other. Because they always, sniffed at each other and it's, like family in one way. So when she said that they was going to give one to the other school, I thought, well, at least they've got a home. I couldn't take them anywhere. I wouldn't be able to put them in temporary accommodation. They wouldn't, they don't let any animals in temporary accommodation when you're kicked out of your home and put in to emergency kind of shelter kind of thing. So a bit sad getting rid of them, but they had to go. I was very upset when I lost Reggie and Sandy, very upset. It's like losing one of your kids, kind of thing. It's like people when they say about their dogs and cats, how upsetting they get because you looked after them so long, it's part of the family. Some people say it's like a child, kind of thing. This one's just a pain in the goddamn fucking arse. I don't know. I've not heard or seen anything around actually. I know he said he was looking at buying a little bit of plot of land in Alaska. I think it was. I don't know what happened to Rusty Reporter. I know he's still got his gaming channel up, but I've not heard or seen him around. And he did say, and when he came back, he said, "Any more drama, Steve? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go." I said, "That's okay. I can understand." And as soon as it all started up again, he went. I still got videos up when Rusty used to come on our streams. My streams. I still got videos of him up on there, which I sometimes watch time to time. I've still got Rusty Reporter's t-shirt up behind me. Up there with the Foreign Brothers t-shirt. I've still got Rusty's t-shirt because I sent him some stuff, didn't I? For the post. Who else? Rachel. Not Rachel. Michelle. Not heard from Michelle for a while. Kat. I know we had a little bit of problem with Kat, but at least we kind of made up. And she did come on my stream last year when I was doing the doll session with Samantha. And she actually came on. She said, "I didn't know your stream, Steve. I ain't even been on." And I just came on and I thought I see you around, and suddenly I saw you at your stream, so I thought I'd pop on. I said, well, isn't that so fucking coincidental that, I'm doing a stream with Samantha? She goes, yeah, that's weird. So I was over to get her, because I was doing it through Streamyard, so I sent her a link, and she came on. And I wouldn't get nothing from Samantha until Cat suddenly came on, and fucking we started getting activity, K2 meters going off, and EVPs, and DC box going off. Not heard anything from Jason. No, he came and went back off. He came on wearing that weird fucking like bird face mask on one time, and I thought, I know who that is. That's Jason. No one knew it was him. I just knew it was him. He kept coming on streaming with that weird mask on, trying to hide his identity. And when I knew it was him, I said, "That's you, Jason." And he goes, "Yeah, don't tell anyone." But he eventually admitted it was him, and he came on the stream a couple of times, and suddenly he disappeared again. Simon James doesn't come on YouTube anymore. He comes on Facebook. He had a little dig at my sister the other day, because when I was up Streatham, I was shopping, and I did a little video again. A couple of times I've done this now in the past, where I'm walking up to a homeless person and giving them something to eat and drink. Yeah, because if I tell people, they call me a liar. So I video it, just to show that I'm doing something, helping the homeless out. It's not trying to be, one of those people trying to get my name out and saying, no, look, he's always out there doing it. I just wanted to do a video. It's only like 30 seconds anyway. And my sister complained because the mask I was wearing was a little bit too big for me, and it's just covering underneath my nostrils. So, oh, you should have been covering your nostrils because, that guy could have had COVID. I said at the time it was covered. It's only when I turned around it slipped down. And Simon James had a little dig at my sister about it. So I thought, well, I ain't going to argue with him. No. My sister can be a bit of a funny cow anyway. I've got three sisters, Wendy, Sandra and Denise. Sandra can be a funny cow. Wendy can be a miserable cow. And Denise, she can have a little moan and dig at me sometimes, but she's always gone, I've always gone with Denise more, and she's the youngest one. I've always gone with Denise a lot more than the other two, actually. Sometimes we ring each other up on odd occasion. I'm always getting birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that. Who's going? Who's going? Bye. Catch you later. How's going? Hello, my darling brother. How is your favourite sister here? I said, well, all right, your favourite brother. Well, hang on. You are my favourite because I've only got one brother, she goes. I know, but, I'll go on with sisters quite well. I don't always agree with them. We don't argue like, some brothers and sisters would. I know my sisters usually have an argument sometimes and might not talk to each other for a few weeks or a few months, but they always get back and start talking again. But I've never fallen out with any of my sisters yet. Because I'm a kind, loving brother, you see. Even my sister said that. I'm a kind, loving brother. So people don't realise how kind and loving I am. My brothers and sisters are arseholes. Well, I can't say nothing about that, Dave. I don't know your brothers and sisters. See, if I was younger, like I said, if I was able to turn time back, I don't know if I would or not, because I love my kids. My two daughters and my son. I've got two grandkids now from my daughter Jessica. I've not held my second grandson yet, and I don't know when I will get to hold him because they've moved down to Kent now anyway, so it's going to be a very long time before I can get down there and see them, or they come up here. And because what's going on at the moment, they're too afraid to come out, locked down. They don't want to be pulled over by the old bill and get arrested and being fined, and that kind of shit. So I've got stuff which I suppose I should give to my kids, to my grandson actually, like brand new clothes and blankets and toys and stuff like that. But because it's all mixed up in there, I've got to try to sort out in my living room to find that bloody stuff so I can send it down to them, which I was planning to do this week actually sometime. So otherwise, them clothes are going to be too small for him when he eventually does get them, unless he puts them by and has another kid later. I don't know, but I'd need to sort that out. It's got to be less than 2 kilos, otherwise it's going to cost me a fortune to send it. So it's just going to be mainly clothes, the toys and that probably have to stay up here until they come up. Then they can collect whatever stuff I've left out. But I've always got one with my kids. Jess and my grandson, I've seen him a few times, held him, talked to him. I bought him a few things in the past. At the car boot fair, he just wanted toy cars all the time. And my daughter, his mum said, "Look, you ain't going to keep having all these toys, you've got too many." I said, "Don't worry, I'll treat him." And I bought him about a dozen cars, toy cars. What he does with them, I don't know, but if you remember when we used to have toy cars, us boys, we always used to go outside and play with them in the garden. How many times did we leave them outside and forget about them? I found toy cars, out in the fields, out on my landowner's property, milk detecting. I found toy cars, in the fucking middle of a pony field. Really weird, what's toy cars out there for? Things I found like the old Victorian coins, 1900s up to 1940s, pennies, half pennies, sixpences, silver sixpences, silver shilling. I gave him some of the stuff. I found a couple of musket balls. So I did give my landowner a few bits of the things I found up there. And then some of the stuff I didn't find up there, I gave him some of the stuff I found elsewhere. But if I changed time, if I could go back, change time, things I would like to have done before I ever got married and had kids. I wouldn't have the kids now, which I've got, which I love from the door. But if I wanted to change time, go back, in the fucking time machine, my health, I'd make sure that I was more healthy. I'd clean my teeth a lot more. Try to eat the proper foods. Try to go out and get a real good paying job. And I'd love to go out and be in the wilderness like Lindsay wanted to do. Go out buy a bit of land, build a cabin, be out there, in the wilderness, hunt for your dinner. No, I don't agree on people going out hunting for game, just for the sport of it. But I can understand people going out hunting for survival, and that's what I'd love to have done. And because I've been watching all these survival ones, I thought, bushcraft is survival. I could go out and lay traps and capture rabbits and hares and, maybe a deer and slaughter it. It's just like survival, and because you ain't around no shops and anywhere you can go out and buy your food. You got to hunting, ain't you? But I wouldn't just go out and lay traps and stuff like that for the sake of doing it. But if I was in the wilderness, I'd have to do it. There's so many things I wanted to do